We'll finish inshallah ta'ala just by the question that's come on the screen. The doubt that the Saudi Arabia has made riba permissible. This is batil, this is false, because even though there are certain, even riba is a major sin, and just because a major sin is found and present in the Muslim lands does not make it a matter of disbelief until istihlal, until the ruler says it is permissible in the Sharia to implement and deal with usury. And there is no one who has actually made this claim. And one of the arguments, these doubts were the doubts being pushed by people like Safar al-Hawali and Salman al-Awdan. They were reviving the madhab of the Khawarij. And what they were doing is that they were bringing these new ideas where they said, for example, if a person commits a sin, let's say for example he drinks alcohol, or he might even sell alcohol, no doubt this person is a major sinner. Okay, so then what they try to do is they try to distinguish between this person and a person who, for example, he sets up a shop, okay, he stocks alcohol, then he employs people, then he sets up rules, he makes like qawaneen which govern the sale of that alcohol. So they try to make this scenario, the second scenario, and they try to say, in the second scenario, this proves that this person has declared alcohol to be halal. And this is absolutely false and batil, because to accuse someone of making something halal, this is a matter which is a matter of belief. It has to be expressed. The person has to say, yes, selling alcohol is halal. But what they try to do is they try to claim that when a sin is committed in a structured, organized way, in this manner, then this proves that the person has made it to be halal. And this is absolutely batil, this is false, because on this basis you can accuse how many Muslims, you can accuse them of being disbelievers on account of the organized way that they fall into that which is a major sin. When they organize stealing, for example, when they organize the consumption of alcohol, when they organize, many Muslims, you find them, they are involved in sin, and because they want to benefit financially, they will organize that sin, meaning they will do it in a structured way. So they try to make this distinction between the individual person and the person who does it in a structured, organized way. Then they try to say, and this is what they were pushing in the 1990s. And that's why when Shaykh Abdul Aziz ibn Baz rahimahullah ta'ala and the major scholars, when their cassettes were brought to them, and they listened to their cassettes and they listened to their books, that what they were writing, then they clearly saw that this is from the madhab of the Khawarij. And that's why Shaykh al-Albani, he said that these are the Khawarij of the era, because they are revolving around the issue of major sin, but bringing these types of issues to make it look as if this person is a kafir. So, if we find, for example, a ruler is dealing in riba, okay, this no doubt is something that's not permissible. But it is not until he says it is halal in the Sharia for me to deal with riba that he enters into a matter which is a matter of disbelief. And this is not found at all whatsoever. This is not found. And there is no proof for this that they have made istihlal. Rather they have shubuhat. And, if you were to use the same principle if you were to apply the same shubha, you could turn it around and make takfir of many of these people. Like, for example, if you say Abu Qatada and Abu Hamza, here they are using the legal system here in the United Kingdom, and they are using it as in a structured way. They're relying upon it in order to defend themselves. So haven't they judged by other than what Allah has revealed? And you can apply this the same thing that they use and apply it to them. So this is a false argument, and no doubt there are sins which are present, alcohol, riba, and these things are present in the Muslim countries, and we do not make takfir on account of these issues, because these issues are issues of major sin. They do not expel from Islam until we have istihlal. As Imam al-Tahawi says in his creed, that we do not expel anyone, we don't make takfir of anyone after his iman is established with certainty on account of a sin that he committed. on account of a sin that he committed. And at the same time, we do not say that a person who has Iman, that his Iman is not harmed by sin. Of course, his Iman is harmed by sin. So we are in a position in between the two. The position of the Khawarij and the position of the Murji'ah. And just because we do not declare these rulers to be disbelievers on account of the presence of these sins, like riba and alcohol, that does not make us to be from the Murji'ah, as these people falsely claim. So, this you can go back to the statements of the scholars, Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan, Shaykh Muhammad bin Salih al-Uthaymeen, Shaykh al-Albani. Their statements in this regard are many, and you can find them dealing with this specific doubt about the major sins. And so this also is from the doubts. And with that we can conclude, inshallah ta'ala, today's lesson.